What up? All right. So we told everybody about Southside album. And I can't do a listening party, if you will, like I want to. And it's kind of frustrating. So, what are we going to do? Why not just play the tracks that I put in a folder? Oh, that coffee's good. Yeah, we're not going to talk about what happened yesterday. No, we're going to move on. OBS. Security alert. Why do I keep getting distracted? All right. Where do I start? Let's do it like K Fresh did it. Click this. I think I can make it smaller. No, not display capture. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. Audio's right. Coming through. Check. Checking. Let's turn it up a little bit. Change the atmosphere a little bit. Check. I think that's only on 2. All right. So, Southside. What is it about? Southside was an album that I, wanted to be a reflection of an inward viewpoint of what's happening on the outside of where I live. And yeah, so it was really important for me to put this out. No, we don't need that. No, we don't need Google. I'm trying to shut down some stuff here. Yeah, there's something wrong here. p.m. Okay. That looks so dope. 146 videos. That's almost 146. And then the music. 146 videos. We make loops. All right. So where do we start? We're on a live stream. Yep. And it's working. All right. So we have a folder, right? On my desktop. Yeah. If I could find it. Here we go. Southside album. All right. So we got projects, we got all kinds of stuff in here. There is one song on here. Wow. Track 2. I don't think I have a track 1. Well, let's just... Okay, so... Not all of these tracks that are in here, the ones that have the little cones next to them, are named right. Right? They're not. There's 8 tracks in here. Right? So, how do we go about picking an album out of a hat? Right? Because they all sound the way that I want them to sound. Except for this song. This song is going to be different. But I want to start with Fourth Watch. Yeah, that was on the 14th. 10:12 p.m. Why do I double the date on them? You know what I mean? I don't know why. So here we go. Let's just see if it goes through. I gotta do this real quick. All right, so we got OBS running. There's nothing else running. VPU is at 9. I don't understand. Probably because of the display capture. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about it. All right. This is what I wanted to do. Is to be a listening party. He did the work. Southside album. All right. So here's the... Oh, geez. That's a work photo. Yep. All right. So let's just change this. Gotta change it. What the? personalize. Yeah, that's where I wanted to go. Background. Yeah. Let's choose my girl. Hey, baby. I'm trying to read what theater it was. She was, I don't know. Southside. Here we go. Oh, gosh. Okay. Fourth watch. Yeah. Statesville is a crossroads city. Statesville has a heritage under the hardship. The album studies what happens when history, money, location, race, housing pressure, gang presence, drug activity, homelessness, and spiritual endurance all occupy the same streets. It is dark because the subject matter is dark. It is gritty because the truth has a concrete dust on it. It's not here to glamorize the street. It's here to tell the truth about the polishing, with the truth without polishing any pain that's out there. Now, when you try to sell something to somebody, right, there's this mentality that there's a pain or a reason. You can call it a reason. I call it pain. That has a really tough time being sold. It's like, okay, I need a new refrigerator. Let's just put it that way. I don't need one right now. I'm just saying in general, like, I need a new refrigerator of my food, right? It's like a direct thing. It's like pain. So out there are people that are in pain. There's a darkness. There's darkness, and within me, there's this light, So I wanted to bring that light and what that sounded like with the song Fourth Watch. It's the second song on the album, and there's a reason behind it. There's this late night pressure, okay, that happens at 3 a.m. in the morning. And what happens is there's a switch between the days if you stay up and pray, right? So you're praying before the new day begins, before the sun comes up. And in scripture, there was a time when Jesus Christ would go and pray, and he would leave the group, and he'd say, you know what, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna shine some light somewhere. Pretty sure that was his mentality, towards life. You know what I mean? Because he knew he was the son. He had all these gifts, all these things that happen, right? So, what would it sound like if there was light being shined out to the outside, where there is all this stuff that happens. Now, this song has already been previously released, and it's not released yet. Okay? So I have a lot of work to do on DistroKid to get this album out. But we're going to do a live stream because I want to make sure that people understand that I'm not going to, say I'm going to do something and not do it. But we're going to make this fun. Let's make it fun. Let's show you the process. Why not? Anyway, so we're on this song here. All right. It's called The Fourth Watch. This is, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that this was the stereo mix from the track. I hope this is the right one. If it's not, that's okay. We'll scour it and we'll find it. Yeah, it sounds like it is. Remember, this is the second song on the album. Okay, lots going on here, guys. Lots going on. Well, there's a reason for this track. Incoming call. No. It's because my phone's connected. It's funny too because I have a track on my phone playing what I'm gonna play later. So nothing's stopping this, dude. Yeah. Okay. So what would it sound like? Let's turn it all the way up. See if we can get it a little louder. I didn't want it to be loud. I didn't want it to be in your face. I wanted it to be, right. Just right. What does it sound like? Early, 3 a.m. in the morning, right? You got people still outside looking for a place to belong, looking for, food, looking for a lot of things, and you're praying for them. And there's this moment, right, where God hears what you're saying. There was this lady by the name of Stephanie who came by. We'll bring up her name. Stephanie, African American lady, homeless, couldn't find shelter at 5th Street Ministries. Is walking around, it's got a bag full of stuff, whatever was in her bag, I have no idea. Anyway, she's looking for money. She asked me for $2. I gave her $2, right? Gave her a prayer, sent her on her way, but I gave her inspiration. But it was, she came into my yard, and I was like, what am I supposed to be doing with this? You know what I mean? So I asked God in my head, what does this lady need the most of? So that song was inspired by all of that whole entire moment. It was like a Sunday too. Like I think I even skipped church that particular Sunday. And ended up praying for somebody who I don't know, and wished the best. Now she came around a second time. All right, and this is a story, and I was like, wow. So God said to me, he's like, wow, let there be light, right? She obviously felt the light that I gave to her, and this is literally on my front sidewalk. You know what I mean? And she was struggling, man. Her face was bleeding. The first time I met her face was bleeding. She had something wrong with her foot. Like, it was bad. And I went into the house and grabbed some some like Neosporin alcohol wipes anyways, and some bandages. Not bandages, but like a bunch of like what do you call it? Stumped here. Band-Aid. And to get her on her way, you know what I mean? First time she came in, I was just like, wow. So God used me in that way, and there was this light that was shown to me through sound. And I don't know how I captured it. I don't even remember the day that I wrote Fourth Watch. It was well, I do, because a lot of it had to do with bringing horns. Let's play it again. Let's do this. It's outside. Fourth Watch. So we have a few tracks on here, okay, that describe the streets, describe the hustle, describe things that are behind it, and then there's this light on the album. So it's so dark, right, the rest of it, and there's like this moment, guys, where things don't make sense, and it almost leaves you anxious and scared, but I promise you that God's got it all figured out, and there's like this light that's out there, and this is what it sounds like when you pray, dude. There's like this, and like, what would that sound like? And I wanted to capture it, and it would be very, very dynamic and have, a reason, So there's this beginning part of this song. I think if this is the right one, right in the beginning, there's this thing called a comb filter. Right there. You hear it? So it's the prayer traveling. It's the prayer traveling amongst the light, and then the sound of the streets coming back at you, and like the environment, and like there's this holy moment. So that's what the Fourth Watch represents. And 3 a.m. in the morning, I'm like, this is just crazy. And I finished doing this mix, adding the comb filter to Pro Q4, and I wanted to make it sound as if there's a light. Like I said, this light that travels when we decide that we're going to pray, and we're going to put all of our heart into it. And there's piano, there's it represents everything, but like, you know, it's not sad, it's not happy, it's not serious. It's well, it is serious, but it's like, it's not. So, you know, it reminds me of like those moments where, you know what I mean, you put yourself into a state of mind. I keep getting these notifications on my phone. I don't know why. All right, so that's the second song on the album. We're gonna kind of go down the list. The first song on the album, I don't know which one I'm gonna choose. I really don't. Yeah. So we're gonna play Territory, which I think is still on here somewhere. Yeah, Territory. All right. Third song. Blocks, borders, pride, fear, and the invisible lines people learn not to cross. Territory, right? So why? And I want to play it, and we'll talk about it. No, none of this is mastered, guys. I don't want it to be 6 loof. I want you to be able to play it. Okay. I used the MPC, I used my looper, I used my PSR. There's a humming in the background. Like, you don't cross this line. You see this line? It's a sine wave, right? Synthesizer is what's defining the it's defining the line that you just can't cross. Don't cross that territory line. If you cross the territory line, there's a consequence. So I wanted to describe that. And then Grace comes in. Just with a little bit. We make loops. gdotbennettmusic coming at you live with a listening party of my album released today. Gonna be released today. Yeah. All right. So the next song on the album you haven't heard yet. I think, you know what? No, it's not on YouTube. I think I did do a version of it on YouTube beforehand, but then I made it unlisted because I didn't want to release everything just yet. I didn't. Yeah. So let's see. I want to do something real quick here. Let's double check. I always gotta double check, dude, if it's going or not. How do you find your live? Oh, maybe it's search and then go in here. Yeah. Yeah, live about it. There it is. Live. 1 p.m. Okay. Yeah, you can barely see my screen. Anyways, all right. So we played Territory for you. The next song on the album is P.O.P. And I released this back in March. Or at least played it, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but this is what I came up with. What does pressure, poverty, power, pain, pop? Okay, what does a pop sound like? Like pop, pop. Okay? And you can hear it at night. There's a moment, where things happen on the South Side. Somebody wants to shoot a gun up in the air. Yeah. And you hear a pop. And I didn't capture the pop. What I wanted to do was to describe the feelings of, being outside, you know what I mean? Let's just say walking your dog, up to the corner of your driveway. And then all of a sudden you hear a pop. And you're just like, whoa, dude, somebody just got shot at, or whatever it may be, and you're living in it. All right. This is where the album takes a turn a little bit and goes back inside. I love the grittiness to it. You hear that? There's like I said, there's a story of ghosts, dude, and right, people have died off my street. Be careful. Yeah. We could talk about the one time that we had a naked, drugged lady out in my backyard. Naked. Yeah, she got arrested. Middle of the day. Just weirdness. Or homeboy across the street decided that he would walk down the crosswalk, right? Showing all of his money. He had at least $1,000 on him. I don't know. It's probably once. Who knows? But why was he doing it? I think he was videotaping himself or something. I have no idea. We're not going to talk about the guy's name because he has a name. At least it seemed like it because he had it on the back of his sweatshirt one time. Anyways. Cool cats. Some of them around here I've gotten to know, and others I haven't yet. Pop. Yeah, what does it sound like? all made using the MPC and my looper, guys. Yep, and then the PSR comes in. There's a yeah, you hear it. I have album notes, by the way. Wanted to kind of run through it that way. All right, so this particular one keeps it coded. Like I said, pressure, poverty, power, pain, and the cost of being seen. You better get over those hills real quick, you know, or over those streets, you know, through those blocks. You just better keep running. You know, that was the whole point. I wanted to show that there's this. You can't just, like I said, you can't just do everything that you want to do here. It's not a you know, a landing spot, you know, for the weak or the meek. But if the meek, you know what I mean, shall inherit the earth, right? Then they need to know some things, you know, and be careful, you know, where you walk. That's all I gotta say. The next song on this album is called Stronghold. What does it represent? It represents the block as shelter in a prison, a place that protects you and traps you at the same time. So that's why I named it Stronghold. You know, like if there were an anthill, let's just put it this way. There was an anthill, and you know, there was moments where the anthill collapsed, right? Everybody on the inside, right? You're trapped now. You know what I mean? Like, phew. And you know, all the ants are trapped. That's kind of what it would be like, you know, to describe this song. It also describes a little bit about what yeah, I'm picking the songs as I'm doing this. Let's play the track. I'll give you an idea a little bit about what I was thinking of. All right. Now this is only a song where it's kind of small. It's only 23 seconds long. So it's a loop. A loop, guys. I make loops. So I'm bringing it back and I'm trying to tell you, like, it's okay. you know. Yeah. So there are other tracks that could be on this album, but I haven't chosen them. Okay? I haven't. Stronghold, Block Requiem, I changed to Hood Requiem. Changed the name of it. And kind of proud of the song. I'm glad that it came out the way that it did. Stronghold, there's a project I think I have. Yeah. I think I even made a whole thing. I think I made a live stream back when Stronghold was being written. But let's play the loop one more time for you. It starts with those pianos, like, listen. Trying to push against the top of the anthill that was smushed. It also represents a little bit about, the culture that's here, when it comes to how people gather. I've taken rides home from work where there's been, 30 people in a yard just hanging out. No grill. Just hanging out. It's like a stronghold. You know what I mean? This is where, like, people gather. I don't know how else to describe it other than that, but like there's certain places. There was a quick ride that I took around the corner over here on what is it? Raleigh? I think it's Raleigh. Raleigh? Yeah, Raleigh. And there was a moment where, like, things got shut down. There was a drug house. I remember the first time that my cat decided that he'd take a walk outside and got lost. 11 something at night. And I'm just like, we went down and crazy people outside fucking just doing all kinds of, stuff. And it was just like, dude, everybody is like live. You know what I mean? 11:30 at night. Nobody was looking to go to sleep. They were looking for drugs or a place to sleep. And apparently this was a drug raid house, and they raided it. And long behold, everything's got boarded up, and nobody's over there anymore. So it was like an anthill is what it reminded me of, and there's, like I said, there's places where people gather, and it's a really interesting. That's the South Side for you. All right, Stronghold. Should we release that track? I don't know. I'm still on it, but we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to Hood Requiem. We're gonna play the sample for you real quick. Okay. This one's gritty and a little grimy because there was a live performance. Don't remember the guy's name. You know, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, it's a high school friend that followed me, right, on my Facebook, and she's a singer, and she was singing and doing a show, off the lake, a lake. I don't know which Finger Lake it was, and this is in New York. All right, Finger Lakes. So we're talking middle of New York, you know, middle of the state. And she was, you know, off one of the lakes. I have no idea the context. I was just streaming through my phone, and she posted something. I probably could just like scroll back. I gotta get the guy's name to give him some credit, because I totally ripped his performance. Yeah, because it sounded great. He landed a sample line that was just, it was perfect. And I was just like, dude, I gotta do something with this. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna look up. Yeah. Okay. Oh, she kept it or not. We'll have to look back. She's got a lot of stuff going on. Yep, right here. Okay. Well, I liked it. Should I ask him if we should use a sample or not before I release this? I don't know if I could get in trouble or not. Anyways, she said, such a treat to sing alongside guitarist Eric. Well, I'm going to give him credit. He wants to be mad or whatever. It is what it is. At Eric Gibble, Gibel, spelled U-Y-O-U, Eric, with a K. Anyways, he looked like he had a acoustic nylon electric. And here's the sample. So I didn't take the whole thing, right? So there's you can barely tell that you know, that I used his let's just go play the sample again. I heard it on my Facebook and then I sampled it, and then yeah, so we made this loop. I wanted the album to be quick. All right. So if you press loop on your play on your player, you can, right? It loops. All right. So here's next song. Where did we put it? We're gonna just play the most dated one. Yeah. I think this is it. Is this it? Yeah. This song was originally called Rough Alexis. And I don't know why, but it was something that Splice, came up with. And I just kept it. I didn't rename it. I don't know any girl named Alexis. I just thought it was funny that that was the case. Very old school, right? And then I brought it in. But we're gonna play this off of yeah. Yeah, man, late nights. Okay. Yeah. So that song was called Hood Requiem. Why would I play a song like this? And then let's go here. We'll just do it. Go to my channel. Sorry for any promotions, guys. First off, we're gonna show the album artwork. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't say nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Yeah, where do we put it? Oh yeah. We already put it out. Hood Requiem. Here we go. Okay, so let's talk about this artwork and why is this important? Okay. We wrote this particular song to show that there's a light, right? There's this light at the end of the tunnel. There are beautiful things that grow, right? We have to pray for those beautiful things to break through, you know? The water tower, the literally, like, it looks like a monument behind me. Why is it that the streets have this funeral hymn? funeral hymn for corners, lost names, sirens, griefs, and unfinished lives. You know what I mean? So I wanted to pray again on the album, and this song came to an ending point. And I realized, like, this is a good song. So let's just put it out there as like a teaser track. What's going on here? There we go. I should send Mary a thing where it's like, hey, I sampled your friend's live performance and I made a song out of it. Is it okay? Do you think it'd be alright if I release this? She'd be like, what? I'd be like, yeah, I took Eric's performance and I chopped it up on an MPC and it sounds awesome. I want to give him credit for it. I'm such a badass. Alright. Blood Money. You've already heard too. That I released on my Patreon page. You'll have to check that out too as well. We're going to play some other tracks, guys, that didn't end up on the album. There's still 2 tracks open that I haven't picked yet, and one of them is an AI track, which I wanted to sample and make a performance, but it's just, you know what I mean? Let's just play it. This particular one here, Survivor's Guilt, is kind of an in-betweener, but it was written about a specific situation that's going on with one of my friends. Yeah. So we got, yeah. Let's just mess around a little bit. This is my live stream. Yeah. 58 minutes. Own your space. Own your space. All right. Here's what we're going to do here. This one was written 6/17. It's probably pretty cool. I don't know what this one is. Oh, yeah. Yep. wanted to split this song up because there's a little bit too much in the front, and then I think I brought it back in. Yeah. All right, I want to play a song that I kind of chopped up and sampled this morning, called 1,000 Pardons. It was written for my mother. Not all of it I'm going to keep. Okay. All right. Have you ever had a moment in your life where you wanted to say sorry, and that sorry didn't matter? There's a moment in life where, you know, you apologize to your parents, and sometimes that apology doesn't matter anymore. Like you can't save it. There's no saving it. And I think 70 times 7, right? When you there's the other part of it, you know, you wanted to be proud. You wanted to be proud of you, you know? And it was like, sorry, Ma, you know, this didn't work out the way I wanted it to, or, you know, Ma, what's going on? Hey, I need some money. And then you don't pay her back, and you're like, I'm sorry, Ma. You know, there's 1,000 ways, you know what I mean, that you could say sorry. And whatever it may be, you know what I mean? It's pardon me, please pardon me, 1,000 times, 1,000 times 1,000. Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but I was feeling a little sorry that day. I don't know why. Piano line, kind of says I'm sorry, you know. It has this no, not gonna happen again. It's just not. All right, boom bap, yeah. I wanted to sound a little bit like the boom bap, like had a bunch of gorillas come in and came in. Here's another AI track that I wrote, that I gave, and I guess I can release it. I don't know. I hope I can. Well, this song should be called Entry Point. But it sounds too samurai-ish. No offense to samurais or anything. There's so many projects that went into this. Called Red in the Dark. All right. Did we play Blood Money already? No. Here we go. I love that. It's droning, but it's not a drone. Alright, this is about all the blood money. Blood money. Like the blood's money running through here? Yeah. Alright. So, what did you think? What did you think? Well, this broadcast is not going to stay on here all the time. I got to get to work. I got to go on DistroKid and release this whole thing. Been an hour and 8 minutes. Look at that. Perfect. All right. So, I hope you guys liked it. Yep. All right. So, let's get to work. I hope you guys like the artwork and everything, and bit to screen. There we go. Yeah. Call it trash. I don't care. I really don't care. I put a lot of work into it, and it's just gonna get better. Just wait. G.Bennett Music signing off.
G.Bennett Music.